The amazing story of Leonardo da Vinci. Once upon a time, in a beautiful town in Italy, there was a boy named Leonardo da Vinci. He was born on April 15, 1452. Leonardo was not just any boy. He was very special. He loved to learn about everything. He was curious about the world around him. As a little boy, Leonardo liked to explore nature. He would go outside and look at the birds, flowers, and trees. He would draw pictures of everything he saw. He had a special notebook where he kept all his drawings. Leonardo loved to make art. He wanted to be an artist when he grew up. One day, when he was about 15 years old, Leonardo went to work for a famous painter named Andrea del Verrocchio. Verrocchio was a great artist, and he taught Leonardo many things about painting. Leonardo learned how to mix colors and paint beautiful pictures. He was a fast learner and worked very hard. As he painted, Leonardo would always ask questions. Why does the sky look blue? How do birds fly? He wanted to understand everything. His teacher liked Leonardo very much because he was so curious and creative. One day, while they were working together, Verrocchio said, "Leonardo, you have a special gift. You should create your own paintings." This made Leonardo very happy. He dreamed of becoming a great artist one day. After he learned a lot from Verrocchio, Leonardo started to paint his own pictures. He painted beautiful images of people, landscapes, and animals. One of his famous paintings was called The Last Supper. It showed Jesus and his friends at dinner. People loved this painting because it looked so real. Leonardo was not only a painter. He was also a scientist. He loved to study how things worked. He wanted to understand the human body, animals, and machines. He would go to the hospital and study how doctors helped people. He drew pictures of the human body, showing how the muscles and bones worked. His drawings were amazing. Leonardo also dreamed of flying. He looked at birds and wondered how they could soar in the sky. He drew pictures of flying machines that looked like birds. He thought one day, people might fly too. Leonardo's curiosity took him to many places. He traveled to different cities in Italy, such as Milan and Florence. In each city, he painted, learned, and made new friends. People admired his work, and they wanted him to paint for them. In Florence, he painted a famous picture called Mona Lisa. The Mona Lisa was a portrait of a woman with a beautiful smile. People said she looked very mysterious. They wondered what she was thinking. This painting became one of the most famous paintings in the world. Leonardo was not just good at painting. He was also a great inventor. He invented many things that were ahead of his time. He created designs for flying machines, tanks, and even an early version of the helicopter. His ideas were amazing. But many of his inventions were never built because people didn't have the technology back then. As he grew older, Leonardo continued to learn and explore. He never stopped being curious. He spent a lot of time in his studio, where he painted and created new ideas. He loved to teach others, too. He would share his knowledge with students and encourage them to be curious like him. Leonardo lived during a time called the Renaissance. This was a time when many artists and thinkers were making great discoveries in art, science, and literature. He was one of the most important figures of this time. People admired his work and thought he was a genius. Leonardo da Vinci was not just a painter or inventor. He was a true Renaissance man. He wanted to know everything about the world. He wrote many notes and sketches in his notebooks. These notes were filled with drawings, ideas, and inventions. They showed how curious he was about everything. In his later years, Leonardo moved to France. There, he continued to paint and invent. He was always thinking of new ideas. Even in his old age, he was still exploring and learning. Leonardo da Vinci passed away on May 2, 1519. But his legacy lives on. His paintings, inventions, and ideas continue to inspire people all over the world. Children still study his art and learn about his inventions. Today, we remember Leonardo as one of the greatest artists and thinkers in history. He showed us that it is important to be curious and to follow our dreams. His life teaches us that we can be creative and learn about the world around us. So, the next time you see a painting or think about flying, remember Leonardo da Vinci, the curious boy from Italy who became an amazing artist and inventor. Just like him, you can dream big and explore the world.